Is your check engine light staring you down with a P0492 code? And you are wondering why your car sounds like a vacuum cleaner on a cold morning? It can be incredibly frustrating, especially when you realize this generic powertrain code points directly to the secondary air injection system on bank 2. Let's break this down simply. This system is basically an emissions helper found on many European cars like Audi, BMW, and Porsche. It pumps fresh air into your exhaust for just about a minute when you first start a cold engine to help burn off pollutants. When you see this code, it means the computer thinks the airflow is too low on the side of the engine that does not have cylinder number 1. The culprit is often the air pump itself, a check valve, or those pesky vacuum lines that seem to be hidden in the tightest spots imaginable. Before you start tearing things apart, remember that most of these tests need a completely cold engine. Grab a coffee and let the car sit for a few hours. First, take a look at the pump. Disconnect the pressure hose and have a buddy start the engine. You want to feel air pumping out strongly. If there is no air, check the electrical connector on the pump. You should see 12 volts there. If you have power but the pump is dead, well, you need a new pump. But here's where it gets tricky. If the pump works, check the valve. Does it open when the engine starts and close after a minute? If it stays open, disconnect the vacuum hose. If it still stays open, the valve is bad. If it closes, the problem is likely back at the vacuum control switch. You'll want to use a handheld vacuum pump to test these valves properly. Also, do not ignore the vacuum lines themselves. They get brittle and crack over time, causing leaks that trigger this exact code. Trace them carefully from the switch to the valve. It's a bit of a detective game, but finding that one cracked hose can save you a fortune compared to replacing parts you do not need. Just remember to clear the codes once you're done and take it for a drive.